Well, hello. I was catching up on my videos today and I came across the video from Mary Fran over at No Excuses, and she tagged me in a Christmas tag. So I'm going to tag some people. Tracy over at Trials of a Long Hair Girl, I was going to tag her, but her and her husband aren't feeling very well. They were diagnosed with COVID. So Tracy, you were in my thoughts. I was going to tag you, but I don't know that you would be up to it or not. But if you want to do it, please do it. But anyway, Robbie, on another note, I can't tag Robbie over at Frecky Fit Wolf because Mary Fran tagged him. So I can't tag him. So I'm not going to tag him, obviously. But I am going to tag Joan over at Joan's Pointed Plate. Her and Doug and Adam and Andrew. Maybe you can do this tag. Also, I'm going to tag Kim. Kim is a girl on her phone. So maybe you and David can do it. Jimmy's not here today. Jimmy only comes on Tuesdays. He's going to be bummed that he's not in this tag. And then also I am going to tag Suzy Buie and Mr. Eye Candy. So those are the three that I'm going to tag, technically four, because Tracy, but I completely understand if you don't want to do it. Oh, and Valerie Reese, because Valerie loves doing tags. Valerie Reese is another one. So those are the 4, maybe 5 people I've tagged. So let's get on with the questions. And Mary Fran, thank you for tagging me. I love doing tags, but you knew that. Number 1, what is your favorite? Christmas Day, Christmas Eve, New Year's Eve, or New Year's Day? Well, I can completely eliminate New Year's Eve and New Year's Day because to me they're just like any other day of the week. I get so annoyed because my husband, Jim, loves to celebrate on New Year's Eve. And to me, why don't we just celebrate at like the 31st of every month? Oh, it's the end of January. Tomorrow's going to be a new month. It's going to be February. Let's celebrate. I just don't get it. I know it's a whole new year. I understand all of that. As far as Christmas Eve or Christmas Day, I could take either one. My favorite, although this year it's going to be not happening, is Eve of Christmas Eve, because that's when I get together with my kids and my grandkids and we have our own little celebration, just our own immediate little family. And I mean, I do like getting together on Christmas Eve with Jim's family, and I do like getting together on Christmas Day with my family, but Eve of Christmas Eve is my special time each year, and I look forward to that every year. And I'm so looking forward to it next year because we'll be celebrating that this year. But in the long run, it'll be better because I'll be here for next year, hopefully. Number 2, what is your favorite Christmas drink? I really don't have a favorite Christmas drink. I do like hot chocolate with marshmallows in them, but you can drink that any time of the year. You really can. I really can't think of anything that's my favorite Christmas drink. It's not, I don't like eggnog. I don't like eggnog at all, so I can't even say that. I don't really have a favorite. Number 3, what is your favorite Christmas dessert? Now, I know you think I'm going to say turtle cake, but it's not. My favorite Christmas dessert, which I'm not going to get this year, are my sister-in-law Bertie's snickerdoodle cookies. Bertie starts early baking her cookies, and she makes a wide variety of cookies, and I just love her snickerdoodles. And then she makes this other little cookie that she makes with a cookie press. I think it's a sugar cookie. I'm not really sure. But it's a green cookie and has a little red hot on top of it, and it's shaped like a snowflake. Those are my favorites of hers. She makes those, and then she makes all kinds of fancy cookies. Really fancy cookies. But I look forward every year to her Christmas cookies, and not going to happen this year. Number 4, do you have any special Christmas traditions? Well, like I said, we do the Eve of Christmas Eve. That's a tradition that we've done in my family since my kids got old enough to start dating. So it would have been when Jimmy was 16. It would have been, like in 88. It's like in the late 80s, early 90s is when we started the tradition of Eve of Christmas Eve. My other favorite tradition is we go out to breakfast on Christmas. Well, we have our dinner on Eve of Christmas Eve, and then on Christmas Eve morning we go out to dinner, or to breakfast rather. We go out, which breakfast is my least favorite meal to eat out, but I just like the closeness of the family and the anticipation of all the little ones, wondering about Santa Claus coming that night, and we're all together, and it's really nice. I like that. And then I make fudge every year. I'm still going to make my fudge this year. It is not WW friendly in the least, but you can have a little piece. You really can. You just, figure in the points, move on. So I am going to make my fudge. Another tradition is my cousin Lynn always stops through on her way to see her brother in Minnesota, and she always brings advent calendars and the gingerbread cookies that we decorate. And once again, not happening this year. I know it sounds like a downer, but it's just like 1 year. It's like 1 year. We can do it. We really can. Number 5, are you on the naughty or nice list? Well, of course I'm on the nice list. I'm always nice. I try to be. At least I try to be. Number 6, if you could celebrate this Christmas with anyone, who would it be? Oh, without a doubt, my mom and dad. But they're in heaven. So I just like my whole complete family, because my sister Sue and my brother Pat, they're in heaven too. And Jim's family, a lot of his family is there. But I miss being with my mom and dad on Christmas. I really miss it. So that would be my wish. What is your favorite Christmas song? And if you're brave enough, sing it. If I'm brave enough to sing it. Oh my gosh. If you're new to my channel, I sing every opportunity I can. Hark, carol bell, sweet carol bell, sweet. I can't even sing it because it's such a high. Hark, carol bells, sweet silver bells, all seem to say, throw cares away, Christmas is here, bringing in good cheer to young and old, all meek and the bold. Ring, dongle, ring, danging down, that is our sound, with joyful ring, all caroling. Words of cheer, blah, 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 blah. I don't know all the words, but I love that song. When the record's playing, or the music's playing, record, I've aged myself when I say record. When the music is playing, I can sing every word, but singing it by myself, I can't. Reminds me when I was in Catholic school and you had to learn the prayers. If I was in church with a whole bunch of people, I could say them prayers with no problem, but stand up in front of the room like you had to do when you had to learn the prayers, I would fumble along. I'd be going, Our Father. Yeah, I would be doing that. But Carol of the Bells, that's my favorite song. In case you didn't know it when I hacked it all to heck. Number 10, what you think is a must-watch Christmas movie? There's so many Christmas movies that I like to watch. Well, we do like The Christmas Story. Fragile. We do like that. He said, oh, fudge. But fudge wasn't what he said. Oh, I think I got that one. Let's see what I like that. Like in an old-time movie, I do like, see, I'm not really a big fan of Wonderful Life. It comes on every year. We watch it every year. I could take it or leave it. I do like The Christmas Carol. I do like that too. But I like the old version of that. Name a thing you hate about Christmas. What do I hate about Christmas? There's not really much I hate. I guess the fact that it's so commercialized now, that would be about the only thing. I can't think of anything. I think sometimes when I've been shopping online, so the only rude people I'm dealing with are myself, because I'm the only one in the room ordering. But especially when I worked in retail, is the rudeness of people sometimes. I realize that there's only so many of that special gift out there, and people want to get it for their loved ones and stuff like that. But sometimes you forget the meaning of Christmas, and the meaning is the birth of Christ. And I know Santa Claus plays into it, but the true meaning of Christmas is the birth of Christ. And I think a lot of times people forget about that. And so that's what I hate the most about Christmas, is that people don't remember that. Number 10, what is your most happiest Christmas memory? If you watch my channel every day, you know I share so many memories. I have so many Christmas memories, and to pinpoint one would be really hard for me, because I had a very charmed, blessed life. I told you the one year when I got my pea coat was a happy Christmas memory. When I got my Tiny Tears doll, that was a happy Christmas memory. I don't know. It's just, it's really hard. The most happiest Christmas memory. I just remember how excited my dad would get on Christmas Day, because my dad was always the last one to open his gifts, and he always had my mother move them, because we all, like I told you, well, if you watch my daily vlog, you know, we used to go to the dime store and get all of our presents for a dime, and that would include for my mom and my dad. We'd get something for my mom and my dad too. And we'd always get my dad's, and we'd wrap it up, and it'd be under the tree, and it'd be right where you could see it. And then somehow when Santa Claus came, he always put my dad's way to the back of the tree. And my dad wouldn't open any of his gifts until everybody opened all of their gifts. And then when he got everybody's gifts done, he'd always go, every year, without fail, "Oh, I guess Santa didn't bring me anything. I didn't get to open not one present." And then we'd all look under the tree, and there would be my dad's stuff way in the back of the tree. And then he would go, and we'd open up the gifts, and my mother would start making dinner, because we always ate dinner, Christmas dinner, like about 1 o'clock. After we went to church and then came home. But before we went to church, my dad would always call my grandmother to remind her that, like she would forget, that he was going to fly to Boston and be there with them for Christmas Day. So he would always call the operator, and my father would never say the word H. He'd always go H. And so when he would call, one of the, like, it was like Prescott or something like that kind of thing. I can't remember what it was, but I know that when he would call, like, person to person, because he wanted to make it real quick, and he wanted to make sure that he talked to my grandmother, and he would always say the number, and he'd go, like, it's PH5234, and then the operator would say what, and he'd go PH2354, and then they go, what? And he'd say H, 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 you know, like in, hello, can you hear me? Every year he did that. And then we'd eat dinner, and then when we would drive him to the airport, we'd just drop him off, because there would be 6 of us in the car, and my mother was not going to traipse all through the airport. And so my dad would have Christmas morning with us, have Christmas lunch, well, it was Christmas lunch. We'd have Christmas lunch with me, us, and then we'd bring him to the airport, and then he'd get there in time to have Christmas dinner with his mother and his brothers and sisters. So that's a happy memory for me. So anyway, thank you, Mary Fran, for tagging me. This was a fun tag. I am going, like I said, I'm going to tag Joan over at Joan's Pointed Plate, Kim over at, Joan and her family, Kim and David over at A Girl on Her Phone, Suzy Buie and Mr. Eye Candy over at Suzy Buie, Valerie Reese and Steve, if Steve wants to do it, also Steve. And then Tracy over at Long Hair Girl, Trials of a Long Hair Girl, if you're feeling up to it. I'd like to see what you have to say too. And I think that was all I tagged. Robbie, I can't tag you. Sorry. I think that's who I tagged. But I'll have them in the description box along with the questions. And if you want to do it, let me know. And if you do it, let me know, and I'll share your link to your channel so that other people can do it too. Also, I think this was started by Mary Gets Fit, was who started the tag, because she's the one that tagged Mary Fran. So many Marys. Merry Christmas, Mary Fran, Mary Gets Fit. Anyway, thank you for watching. So I will talk to you on my daily vlog. As always, stay safe.